Hello, welcome to the Stretch2Go Podcast. My name is Ian Ray, your host. Today I have Gottfried and Tanja Stadelmann from Switzerland. Gottfried, Tanja, welcome to the Stretch2Go Podcast. What is the common greeting that you say there in Switzerland?
Greeting.
Yeah, so that's one thing I'm going to learn when I go to Switzerland this December. My family and I are going to be traveling to Europe, so hopefully I can learn some more different languages while we're traveling from Amsterdam and Brussels, go to France, go to Switzerland, and go to Germany. So that's their plan right now.
Oh, great.
So yeah,
Like 4 different languages in Switzerland and a lot of dialects. So yeah, Grüezi, not the best. It's good.
Yeah. So I would love for the audience to learn more who you guys are and, of course, what do you do, because you have been in the barefoot shoe space for a number of years, correct? How many years have you been into the barefoot shoes?
Yeah, I started wearing barefoot shoes around 15 years ago. I'm not sure exactly, but long time ago, yes. Yeah, I remember that one of my first barefoot shoes were Marks, then Leguano, also 5 fingers. And I remember also that I made Huaracha sandals by myself. Yeah, and also my children have barefoot shoes for a long time now.
Yeah. What made you decide to switch to barefoot shoes? Was it an injury? Was it someone who told you about barefoot shoes? What caused you to move into barefoot shoes?
Yeah, for us both, it's not the same. Yeah, for me, it is the natural living lifestyle. My children were born at home. We made homeschooling. We eat raw food. Yeah, so it was natural to switch to barefoot shoes.
We live in a farmhouse as well.
Yeah. Oops.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah.
So we live in a house. We don't have. We just have a fireplace. No central heating. Yeah, natural living.
Okay.
Another reason also for me was, of course, I had a problem with my feet, especially after skiing or snowboarding in these hard plastic boots. And I was always looking for comfortable shoes. And in barefoot shoes, I realized immediately that it's good for my feet, that they recover fast. It felt immediately good. Because when the ski boots, for example, your feet start to hurt in the ski boots, they got red. They got
inflammation, yeah.
Also, the normal footwear afterwards still hurts when you go into normal shoes. But if you go into barefoot shoes, it's really immediately the inflammation is gone. You feel good. It helps to recover your feet fast when you hurt them in bad shoes, something like that.
Yeah, I'm assuming in Switzerland, skiing, snowboarding is a big thing there. So, those boots you're talking about, they are super restricted. I mean, I can't imagine being up in the mountains, skiing and snowboarding for hours, and then of course coming off and your feet wanting to have that space.
Really hard. Plus, in the region where we live close. We live actually in the mountains, and in winter, it's really the thing to do: skiing, snowboarding, ski touring. There's not so many other things to do. We don't have these big cities like you have in the US, probably. It's really here. Lots of people do sport. Skiing is a big thing. It's as soon as you have snow, you take your skis and you go out.
Yeah, for us.
Yeah, especially for us. But people that live in the mountain in general, skiing is really something everybody does.
Yeah,
I've only skied for barefoot
ski boots. Yeah, I know.
No, at least why?
Sorry.
Yeah.
No, I was wondering.
We don't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
No.
Yeah.
Are you coming back?
I'm just curious.
Yes,
I'm curious to know which brand or which company will come out with the first barefoot ski boots. I wonder. That would be
Which company would come out with the first? It's a good question.
Yeah,
yeah.
perhaps. Oops. Can you? No, you can't see it. Oh.
We got road cycling shoes from an American company, by the way.
Strong
They're
Feet
from Strong
Athletics.
Feet Athletics.
Yes.
Yeah, perhaps.
Yeah, you know.
Yes, I do know them. Yes. Ryan is the founder, right? The Strong Feet. Yeah. Do you guys cycle a lot?
Ski boot brand? It's hard to say. Yes.
Yeah.
In summer
Yeah.
or in winter. But no, in summer, yes, we go cycling. I don't know a lot, but at least once a week, something like this. We do more jogging and running than cycling. Especially, this is also, since I wear barefoot shoes, I like more jogging, walking. I got addicted to walking since I wear barefoot shoes. I just like it more than I liked it before.
Really? What's your guys' favorite pairs of barefoot running shoes right now?
Typical what?
What's your favorite barefoot running shoes right now that you're wearing currently?
I like to switch anyway. It depends also on the ground you run. If you run on asphalt, if you run on gravel.
I like Bahe shoes.
Okay.
The grounding shoes.
Yeah, Tanja wears a lot is Bahe. Me, never actually. I wear Xero shoes I like for running. Xero shoes are quite nice. I have even 2 different pairs of Xero shoes. I like them really for running. They have a good mixture of, they work good on difficult surface, on hard, rocks, gravel. Yeah.
And you run also in sandals?
Yeah, I run also in sandals.
Okay.
The brand.
Not Shama. Earth Runners.
Earth Runners.
Earth Runners. Oh,
Earth Runners go really well for running, especially I like also running in the mountains, really high up in the mountains through really rocky surfaces. And that for the Earth Runners work well because they have a thin, sturdy, hard sole. It's not such a good barefoot feeling, but if you want to run in the mountains on rocky fields, they are nice.
Yeah, otherwise Panta sandals.
We have Panta sandals as well, yeah. They have a great barefoot feeling, but yeah, it's you feel really the rocks. You have to walk carefully or run carefully.
Yeah, but they have different sandals.
But we have also Lems shoe, like also for running. Lems is also nice.
Okay.
I like running, of course, with the 5 fingers. I have 2 different type of 5 fingers. Vibram 5 fingers. They're really nice for running. Really, really nice. They probably still have the best barefoot feeling. I like that when your toes are free. And for running, that's really nice. Really nice. Yeah, the 5 fingers, really nice for running. They're maybe my favorite. Just you get, if the surface is wet, you have wet feet. They can tell you whatever they want, but you have immediately wet feet.
So I guess another question for you, with you guys homeschooling, and then of course
you're gone. You have to.
What you guys homeschooling. You guys homeschool your kids, right? Hello.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
In the past, now not anymore.
Okay. Did you guys?
Years ago.
Okay.
250 plus.
I guess my question would be, what inspired you to do your Instagram Barefoot Feeling? Hello. Can you hear me? Hello. No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to repeat.
Okay. Can you give us the story of your name Barefoot Feeling? Hello. Oh no. Hello.
You.
Me. Hello. No, we did this question. We got the question. Story about Barefoot Feeling. Also, where the name comes from, or
yes.
Yeah.
The name comes from. Yeah, Barefoot Feeling.
You have barefoot feeling also all day long when you wear shoes. Yeah, to have the.
Yeah, for us it's actually very clear, but it's a good question because for the audience often it's not so clear why you wear barefoot shoes. You wear them because you want to have this barefoot feeling, like when you walk barefoot in the sand along the beach. You can transport this feeling into your routine, into your office day. while wearing barefoot, and that's barefoot feeling. Yeah, what we are looking for all the time is a good barefoot feeling, natural as possible. Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
And when we compare the barefoot shoes, it's very different. It's never the same barefoot feeling.
Yeah, it's hard to go back to regular shoes once you go into barefoot shoes and knowing the comfort of it.
Yes, that's true. But what we discussed also need to, how you say, for me, for example, I got into barefoot shoes just 4 years ago. And
Mm.
because I like running, I started early with running as well in barefoot shoes. And I realized, I think it took me about half a year until I got 100% adapted to the barefoot shoes. But then when you're once 100% adapted, you never ever want to go back to normal shoes. But yeah, with my fascia, with my, how you say, Achilles tendon, I had to be really careful. In the beginning, I could feel it sometimes in the evening a little bit. I did massage with the, how I say it is a massage gun, for example. I treated it and I just didn't overload it. I did just small walks and running also in low speed and low distance. And yeah, it took me about half a year, I think, until I felt really 100% good.
And then why did you, I guess, what's your mission? What is your purpose for you and Tanya of creating this Instagram? Is it just more sharing stories of how, your journey into barefoot shoes, or just like showcasing different brands? I guess what kind of got you guys involved with your Instagram? Because you
Yeah,
guys are pretty
to
active
share
on there.
to share our passion. I mean, it's not for us. It's not a business. It's not to earn money. It's really to share this, this passion. And it's also very interesting to test all these different shoes.
Yeah, it's a hobby of us, and it's really interesting to test the shoes, to read the comments, to discuss about the shoes, to share the experience we got with our community. It's really a lot of fun for us. We like it, and we really persuaded about these barefoot shoes. We love them. So it's nice to do this. Also to work together with this with the producer of barefoot shoes. That's very, very interesting. Sometimes we can support them as well with tips, and that's very nice.
Yeah. No, I love that you guys are passionate about it. You guys have just the way that you guys are presenting on your Instagram. I love it. Really showcasing the shoe itself, different angles, way that people can see how they're wearing it, and the way that you guys are using it. Especially like, I remember, I think the Saltic brand rock climbing, for instance, like you guys showing that perfectly. I mean, you guys rock climbing out there, perfect place. I didn't know that there was such thing as barefoot rock climbing shoes, but there are Saltic, and of course we know.
They really work. The audience
Yeah.
sometimes doesn't really believe it, but they really work, and we wear them a lot.
Yeah. And then knowing Strong Feet Athletics with cycling shoes, that's another, thing for cyclists, is the narrow toe box. And when you're cycling, it's so painful coming off of those. Once you're done cycling, that's the first thing you want to do, is to take off the cycling boots. And now that Strong Feet Athletics has these barefoot cycling shoes.
If you do whole day gyros, then it's really, we love these Strong Feet athletic cycling shoes. It's great. They are great. And I think they really don't have any disadvantage to other cycling shoes. The climbing shoes, we have to be honest, they don't perform as high-end climbing shoes. But the cycling shoe, I think it's really the same. You have the same performance, so I don't see any difference.
Yeah. What about winter boots? Are there any good winter boots, knowing you guys live in a cold environment?
Shapen and is it
Wie heißen die jetzt die nehmen, die so extrem vorne?
also real foot? Yeah,
Real foot. Okay.
real foot is perfect for my feet. Yeah. Yeah, it's cold, and sometimes we choose thicker sole to have more protection from the cold, from the ground. Sometimes it can be useful.
For me, I don't have much problems. In the beginning, you have to get used to it. You feel also a little bit the cold from the ground, but because the shoes are wide, blood can run easily through your feet. So I have never problem. I use also saguaro in winter. The most important for winter is maybe that they are really waterproof. Because this is a little bit a disadvantage with the fins really close to the ground. Yeah, if they're from, let's say, real leather, water can really run fast into the shoe. So in winter, yeah, it's important that they're really waterproof. Mostly they are from artificial leather that is 100% waterproof.
Yeah. What, I guess, for some tips that you love to share with your audience members on how to transition into barefoot shoes? What are some tips that you love to share?
You mean in general for barefoot shoes?
Yes, correct. Yeah. So if someone who is new to barefoot shoes, what kind of tips do you like to share of transitioning into barefoot shoes?
First, maybe many people think barefoot shoes you have to wear barefoot. And I think this is really not necessary. So you can wear socks as you wear in other shoes, is my opinion. It's not necessary to wear them barefoot. This is maybe the first thing I would say. Yeah, because most people, when we speak about barefoot shoes, they think these are shoes to wear barefoot. It's not. It's shoes that give you a barefoot feeling. So you can wear them with socks.
Yeah, I think it's important if you have wide feet, as we both. It's important to find shoes with a wide toe box. So if you buy barefoot shoes, yeah, the toe box is wider, but perhaps not enough wide for your feet.
Maybe when you start, I wouldn't start with the super thin sole. Maybe it's better to start with a shoe that has some cushion. Then maybe you don't wear them from the first day on the whole day. You start good. It depends on the person. I mean, somebody that walks, let's say, at home in the living room anyway, hours for hours barefoot, he gets adapted probably easier than somebody that hardly ever even walks barefoot. It depends a little bit, but you have to start slowly. And I mean, this is maybe a reason why it's not so, how do you say, it didn't get that popular yet, barefoot shoes, because you cannot just put them on, walk around, and you feel happy. You have to get slowly adapted. Your muscles need to build up, need to strength in your feet. How do you say, your tendons, your fascia needs to get used to barefoot shoes. You need to give them time. It depends on your age. Me, I'm 48, and it took me half a year until I was 100% adapted to barefoot shoes. After half a year, I could really even run a marathon in barefoot shoes, no problem. The same as in normal shoes.
And how was the transition for you?
Transition for me, it took me a good year, 1 year to transition from regular shoes to fully into barefoot shoes. 1 year. And I think I started off in the cheapest way. I started off with the Wittens that you find on Amazon. The cheap Wittens. They're not the widest toe box, but they're barefoot, zero drop, flexible. But I started with that just to introduce myself into barefoot shoes because I wasn't really sure if I wanted to. As the year went on, and I kept wearing it day after day after day, then I started noticing more feeling under my foot, which that's part of the barefoot shoes is you want to feel the ground, right? To have feedback to your brain and to your body. So that, and then I think just working on my posture, that helped me a lot too, because I used to take a lot of walks back and forth between my break from work, and it just really solidified after that 1 year. Like, this is a good transition for me as I now am into athletics. The basketball shoe that they just came out with, Zero, the basketball shoes, that I would like to get into that too. But yes, it's still, I would say, I even transitioned to toe socks. So like toe socks right here, I transitioned into toe socks because it made sense that, you know, if my foot is squished, isn't my socks also squishing it, not giving it that room to splay? So I think it made sense to me that transitioning to barefoot shoes along with the toe socks, it just makes my transition into this whole barefoot shoe living just easy. It just helps ease into the transition easier. Did you get that?
Yeah.
Yes.
He wears a lot of toe socks. And I like also socks made from 100% cotton. So you have not this elastan.
That pulls your toes together. She doesn't like if the socks pull your toes together. But me, I
Yeah.
wear the toe socks. I like them because I use them a little bit as a toe separator.
Mm-hmm.
I have some toes that are close together, and I like to. It helps me a little bit to spread out my toes. Yeah, if you wear barefoot shoes, you start to like spreading out your toes. It's a nice feeling, and I like that.
That's awesome. I'm glad I could hear your guys' stories. I think it's wonderful to have people there in Switzerland who are also interested in barefoot shoes. I'm knowing that, you guys have been doing this for longer than I have, and people who are interested in learning more about what you're doing. How can they find you on Instagram? Where can they learn more about what you and Tanya are doing? Do you have a website and then also your social? How can people reach out to you if they're interested in learning more?
We're on Instagram and also Facebook. It's barefoot_feeling. And we have also a homepage, barefootfeeling.de. Without underline, it's only one word.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for hopping on to my podcast. I love stories. I love hearing people how they got into barefoot shoes. It's great to know that in the community, the people who are like ourselves, just trying to improve our lives, but of course, showing and telling people how this can help their life as well, from the ground up, obviously. And so I thank you so much for your time, and, definitely I hopefully connect maybe if I ever go out to Switzerland soon.
In December, you said you come to Switzerland.
Yes, I am. Yep. So
Right.
we'll see. But
You come
yes,
skiing.
I'm not a good skier, but we'll try. But yes, yeah, thank you so much for popping on. Like I said, that concluded our podcast episode. So yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for having us.